lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the homeland of the Red River Métis. St. Paul's High School is committed to a respectful promotion of reconciliation and collaboration with all Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Kakanadag ni titawinan ni sakitanan ni wiasuatena. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée. Incoming chaplain of St. Paul's High School, to come forward to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Mr. Lewin. Let us pray. Lord and creator of all things, we are honored that you have given us the task of fashioning, through our understanding, our labor, and our ingenuity, a world that is beautiful, humane, and life-giving for all. We pray for our graduates, O Lord, as they leave St. Paul's. Bless them with the supple wisdom of St. Ignatius and the courage and spirit of adventure of your Apostle Paul. Through the example and support of their families, their faith communities, and the bonds they have built here, may they be people of integrity and insight, and generous in their service of the community. Illumine the path before them and guide them in their decision-making. And as they build the kingdom through their human and spiritual gifts, always grant them a spirit of joy and hope and awe, the fruits of all true faith. We ask this mindful that you are always a kind and gracious God, now and always. Amen. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Father Mulvihill. Distinguished guests, faculty, family, and friends of the graduating class, and graduands, welcome to the 2024 Convocation exercises and annual Grade 12 award ceremony. My name is Bob Lewin, the principal of St. Paul's High School, and it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to be your MC this afternoon. Today marks a special day as we gather to celebrate the achievements, growth, and spirit of this graduating class. I want to express my deepest thanks to all of you, our students, for being men for others and embracing the principles that define St. Paul's High School. Thank you to those who have demonstrated a genuine commitment to serving others, living your faith, lifting each other up, and building a welcoming community. Today, as we recognize and honor individual accomplishments, let us remember that these achievements are not merely a testament to academic proficiency, but also a reflection of your character and the positive influence you have on those around you. I want to acknowledge that every student present here today has made a meaningful contribution to our school's mission, whether it is through acts of kindness, supporting your peers, engaging in initiatives that promote social justice, or actively participating in co-curricular activities. Each one of you has played a vital role in shaping our community as a place of inclusivity and compassion. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to the faculty and staff who have worked tirelessly to guide and inspire students. Your dedication to providing a nurturing and inclusive learning environment and your support and commitment to our students' growth and well-being are truly remarkable. Thank you for going above and beyond to ensure that our school remains a place where each student feels loved and empowered. Before we begin our proceedings, I have a few practical reminders. Please silence your mobile devices to avoid interruptions during the ceremony. Washrooms are available in the upper level as well as on the lower level behind the bleachers. I would ask that you please hold your applause until the name of each award recipient is announced during the announcement of individual awards. In the case of group awards, please applaud after the final recipient's name is called. Together, we can create an atmosphere that honors each award recipient while respecting the desire of all families to gather and celebrate after this ceremony. You are welcome to take pictures during the ceremony. However, we ask that you please do so from where you're seated. We do have Edge Imaging taking photographs of your son receiving his diploma and other awards. In addition, Andrew Mann, class of 2013, will be taking candid shots during the ceremony, and all of the convocation photos will be posted online and complimentary digital downloads will be available. Further details will be emailed to parents and students following the ceremony. We begin today by honoring students who have achieved distinction in their studies. I invite Mr. Rick Buller from the class of 2000 to come forward to present the first award on behalf of the Loran Scholars Foundation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lewin. I was very grateful to accept the offer to return to my alma mater and speak to you today. It was 24 years ago, actually, that I was walking these halls, and it's amazing how fast time actually flies. I look back on my 4 years at St. Paul's as some of the best years. I can't speak enough about the profound impact that the school and its teachers had on my development. It opened doors for me, it matured me, and it made me ready for life after high school. And I remember a particular story that I wanted to share with you, and I hope Mr. Lewin doesn't find this too embarrassing. But it really sticks out in my mind. Mr. Lewin was just starting to teach. It was actually his first year of teaching, and I believe we were grade 12 chemistry at the time. So we were near the end of the year. We were about to kind of go our ways afterwards. And it was at the end of one of the classes that we were walking out, and he pulled me aside and he said, "Mr. Bueller, can you stay behind?" And I was like, oh man, like I'm in trouble. Like, what the heck did I do? All right? But no, he said to me in very humble fashion, he said, "Mr. Bueller, do you have any feedback on my teaching? And do you feel like I've prepared you enough for university?" And I was just taken aback by that. I'm a kid. I feel like I was a kid, and I look up to all my teachers, and here was one of my teachers asking me for my feedback. And it showed that he genuinely cared about his students. He genuinely cared that he was getting through to his students, and he actually cared that we were ready for university or for whatever was waiting us after high school. And this was characteristic of all my teachers at St. Paul's. It wasn't just clocking in and out. The teachers were not just clocking in and out, they actually cared. And that's what made St. Paul's so special for me in my mind when I was going through here. So to the graduating class, that sense of community that St. Paul's has fostered will always follow you afterwards. And I was told that when I was graduating as well. When I was sitting graduating, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Someone said that to me as well. But it's actually true. And it's not just in Winnipeg. You know, when you leave anywhere in the world, you can be traveling anywhere in the world, and you meet someone randomly, and you say, oh, we're from Winnipeg, and they're like, I'm from Winnipeg. And you get to the fact that they're also graduated from St. Paul's, and there's like an instant camaraderie. It's like an instant bond. And I've never seen that anywhere else. No matter the grad year, no matter the age gap, it's as if you've known each other for a long time. And that capital letter P or the Crusaders on a t-shirt, it's so recognizable. I'll see somebody at the gym, and I'll say, hey, did you go to St. Paul's? Like, yeah, I did. And again, instant connection. And it's amazing. I've never, like I said, ever seen that anywhere else. So that, to the graduating class again, if you run into fellow Crusaders out in the real world, help each other out. Open doors for each other, and of course, help others as well too. Because there's no better reward than to help someone else achieve their goals or help someone else in need. I was mentioning before to some of the people in the back there, but my wife and I, we welcomed our first son last month. And when you have kids, you start to have fairly deep conversations about their future. And one of them is usually education. And so one day, my wife and I, we were changing his diaper. And I said to my wife, I really hope our son ends up going to St. Paul's. And she'd heard me talk about St. Paul's so much before that she just looked at me and she said, yeah, of course, that's a given. And then we moved on. It was a 10-second it never takes me 10 seconds to convince my wife of anything. And this was 10 seconds. We had a longer conversation about how to get the poop off the ceiling from his exploded diaper than where we hoped our son would go for high school. And that's amazing to me. And that just shows just the testament of how much I respect the school and how thankful I am for my time here. So today I've been asked by the Loran Foundation to welcome another scholar from St. Paul's into their ranks. When I received it in 2000, it provided me with opportunities I never even dreamed of. It allowed me to go away for university, leave home for the first time, and have life experiences and friendships that have lasted to this day. The Loran Award looks beyond grades to identify students who demonstrate strength of character, a deep commitment to service, and leadership potential. And to that end, we are thrilled to recognize Baljot Singh Rai for his remarkable contribution to St. Paul's and his local community. This year, Baljot was selected as one of only 36 Loran scholars from more than 5,000 applicants from across Canada. Baljot, your enthusiasm, leadership qualities, and commitments to looking beyond yourself will serve you well in the future and hopefully inspire others. This is just the beginning of your journey. We're excited to see how you take on the challenge of leaving the world a better place than when you found it. From all of us at the Loran Scholar Foundation, congratulations.
I ask that Baljot and Rick please remain on the stage. We have one other presentation here. The Terry Fox Humanitarian Award Program is one of the most prestigious scholarships in the country, dedicated to honoring and advancing the humanitarian legacy of Terry Fox, one of Canada's most recognized heroes, by encouraging Canadian youth to emulate Terry's courage and determination through volunteer work and humanitarian services. Awardees are recognized for having demonstrated the highest ideals and qualities of citizenship and leadership and humanitarian service while in pursuit of excellence in various endeavors. In doing so, they have embodied those ideals of courage, humanitarianism, service, and compassion which Terry Fox embodied. So we are pleased, Baljot, to present you with one of 14 of these awards being presented across Canada. And we're happy that Rick is here to present that to you. So we have a certificate to present in front of the auditorium today. Congratulations, Baljot. Thank you, Mr. Bueller. I invite Mr. Kevin Booth, class of '78 and president of St. Paul's High School, to come forward to present the Governor General's Medal. The Governor General's Medal, established in 1873, recognizes students who have achieved the highest academic standing in their last 2 years of high school. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary Simon, Governor General of Canada, I am pleased to present the academic medal to Hussein Syed. While Hussein is on stage, we are also presenting the gold medal, the President's Gold Medal, which is the highest standing in grade 12. So congratulations, Hussein, on achieving the gold medal. I would like to invite Mrs. Nancy Militano, member of the St. Paul's High School Board of Directors, to come forward to present the next award. The Board of Directors Silver Medal is awarded for the second highest standing in grade 12, and this year's recipient is Sameh Dadlani. Thank you, Mrs. Militano. I invite Dr. Christopher Adams of the class of 78, Rector of St. Paul's College, to come forward to present the next 3 awards. First, the University of Manitoba Challenge Centennial Scholarship is awarded to a student who will be attending the U of M with a high academic standing and fine citizenship qualities. This year's recipient is Sawyer Ramsey. The St. Paul's College Alumni and Friends Entrance Scholarship is awarded for scholastic achievement and leadership to a student enrolling at St. Paul's College next year. This year's recipient is William O'Donnell. The St. Paul's College Jesuit Entrance Scholarship is awarded to a student enrolling at St. Paul's College who has demonstrated scholastic achievement and leadership. This year's recipient is Matthew Wardrop. Thank you, Dr. Adams. Many students have been offered entrance scholarships at various universities and through other award agencies. We've provided information about these scholarships and awards in the St. Paul's High School, your program today, pardon me, thank you. And all of those have been listed. These are self-reported awards by students. We've tried to do as much as possible to include everything that was provided to us. So please do look at those awards in your program. Now we move on to awards presented annually by St. Paul's High School. I would like to invite the Honorable Kathleen Cook, MLA for Roblin, to come forward to present the Roblin MLA Scholarship, which is awarded for academic achievement and demonstrated community service. The recipient this year is Liam Cantafio. The next award is the Fort White MLA Aubicon Scholarship, and I'm pleased that Mrs. Cook is here to award this, give this presentation on Aubicon's behalf, and this is awarded to a student who demonstrates above average academic achievement and school and community involvement. This year's recipient is Ibrahim Aziz. Thank you, Mrs. Cook. The Councillor Evan Duncan Citizenship Award recognizes a student of solid character who has contributed in a positive manner to the tone of his graduating class and exemplified civic-minded leadership qualities, respect for teachers and students, and a commitment to academic achievement and community involvement. I ask Councillor Evan Duncan, City Councillor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, and Westwood, to come forward to present this award, and this year's recipient is Memore Aushinaki. Thank you, Councillor Duncan. The Jim Carr Award for Musical Excellence is given in memory of the late Jim Carr, former MP for South Winnipeg Centre. This award recognizes a student who has demonstrated excellence in music, studies, and performance and overall academic achievement. I invite Mr. Giovanni Varelli, class of 2012, St. Paul's band instructor and program coordinator, to present this award to this year's recipient, Varun Subramanian. Thank you, Mr. Varelli. The Ed Werbowski Memorial Scholarship is given each year by the Charleswood Rotary Club. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating student who excels in academics and contributes to the life of the school and community. I invite Mr. Robert Prasnick, Superintendent of Manitoba Catholic Schools, to come forward to present this scholarship to Owen Kochansky. The Duncan Norrie Memorial Scholarship, named in honor of Duncan J. W. Norrie, professional engineer who was a student at St. Paul's from 1974 until 1976. He was a member of the Crusader football team and an enthusiastic supporter of school activities. Duncan passed away accidentally in 1992. I call upon Mr. Jeff Leping, class of '89 and friend of the Norrie family, to present this award. Duncan was a strong believer in the necessity of a well-rounded education with emphasis on citizenship, scholarship, and athletics. This award is dedicated in his name and given to a student demonstrating these qualities. This year's recipient is Holden Zemlak. Thank you, Mr. Leping. Dr. Andrew Pura graduated from St. Paul's High School in 1982, where he excelled academically and participated in team sports. He particularly enjoyed his years as a Crusader football player and was the recipient of the Eddie Cass Award. Andrew's love of science led him to pursue a career in medicine, and he was proud to serve the Toronto area as a medical doctor for many years, prior to his accidental death in 2001. This award is given to a graduating student who has excelled in his studies, participated in St. Paul's team sports, and who is continuing to university to study medicine or sciences. Today we have Mr. Peter Pura, class of '86, to present this award to Connor Runiak. Thank you, Mr. Pura. The Trevor M. Atchison, Richard M. Cadieux Memorial Award is presented in honor and memory of two St. Paul's graduates, Trevor Atchison of the class of '93 and Richard Cadieux, class of '95. Richard and Trevor died accidentally in 1995. They were both graduates of St. John Brebeuf School and of St. Paul's High School. After leaving St. Paul's, they both enrolled at the University of North Dakota to pursue their careers, and despite their focus and dedication to their studies, they found time for their friends, even when there were no hours left in the day. As a result, they were surrounded by many close and dear friends. This annual award celebrates their memory and is presented to a graduating student who has exhibited strong work ethic in both academic and co-curricular areas, who best exemplifies a goal-oriented focus towards secondary education, and who is a well-rounded individual for the betterment of himself and for those around him. In short, a friend to everyone. I call upon Dr. Wayne Atchison to present the award. Mrs. Donna Cadieux was not available to join us today. Excuse me. This year, the award committee has selected Luke Parrott. Dr. Atchison and Luke, please stay on the stage. Please remain on the stage. We would also like to recognize Luke's accomplishment as a Loran Scholar semifinalist, and we have a certificate to present to you. And Dr. Atchison, would you please present the certificate? Oh, pardon me. It is in your graduation package, but let's just congratulate Luke. Thank you. Thank you. The Kyriakos Koutis O2 Memorial Scholarship is given to a student who has demonstrated selflessness, a positive attitude, good-natured humor, and tried to be a friend to all. I ask Mr. Jared Cook of the class of 2000 to present this award to this year's recipient, Alessandro de Groot. Thank you, Mr. Cook. The Gareth MacDonald O3 Memorial Award honors Gareth's passion for politics and community involvement. Gareth worked on election campaigns from the age of 12, and in 2003, while still a student at St. Paul's, became a candidate in the provincial election. He also served as secretary and president of the Progressive Conservative Youth Party, as a board member of the federal riding of Charleswood, and later in 2006 sought office in the federal riding of Winnipeg North. This award is presented to a graduating student who similarly shows an interest in politics and working for the good of all. I invite Ms. Bonnie MacDonald, Gareth's mother, to come forward to present this award to this year's recipient, Diego Buetti. The Todd Davison Believe in the Goal Scholarship is awarded in honor of Todd Davison, a St. Paul's graduate from the class of 2004, who bravely fought cancer for 2.5 years before passing over in 2006. Todd personally joined the fight against cancer by creating the Believe in the Goal Foundation. He organized a charity hockey game that featured a star-studded NHL lineup, and in one evening, the game generated over $50,000, which was donated towards cancer research and funded NHL experiences for children and adolescent cancer patients. Believe in the Goal has raised over $300,000 for cancer research, patient care, and comfort in Manitoba. The funds were also used to develop 2 special rooms at the Children's Hospital for adolescent cancer patients and their families to use while recovering and receiving treatment. The Todd Davison Believe in the Goal Scholarship is an annual award that was created for a student athlete that is extremely dedicated to his sport, maintained his scholastic studies, and contributed back to the community by being a man for others. I invite Mr. Bob Davison, Todd's father, to come forward to make this presentation to a very deserving recipient, Chris Herman. Thank you, Mr. Davison. St. Paul's High School tries to actively educate students to work against violence and toward peace. Some years ago, one of our own students was the victim of a senseless act of violence. We introduced this award to promote social justice in the world and to heighten an awareness of events like these, which in a just world would never happen. We also want to call each and everyone present today to work for peace in the world. For these reasons, the Sean Nelson Peace and Nonviolence Scholarship was instituted to honor the dignity with which Sean faced the effects of violence in his own life. This scholarship is awarded annually to a grade 12 student who, by his example and service to the community, has demonstrated concern for peace and justice. I ask Mr. Robert Prasnick to come to the platform once again to present this award to Will Hudson. The Stephen Rosenfeld Certified General Accountant's Award is given to a student who has shown academic excellence, a commitment to social values, leadership, and an interest in the general management profession. This award is donated by Mr. Stephen Rosenfeld, an alumnus of 1972. I ask Mr. Andrew Harder, economics teacher at St. Paul's, to come forward to present the award to this year's recipient, Harneet Sani. Thank you, Mr. Harder. Giovanni Battista Ricciola was a Jesuit priest who lived in the 17th century and spent most of his life in Bologna, Italy, where he was a professor of astronomy. This award recognizes a student for excellent scholarship in the sciences, along with demonstrated service to the school and in the broader community. I invite Mr. Jared Cook, class of 2000 and science department head, to come forward to present this award to this year's recipient, Patrick McManus. Thank you, Mr. Cook. The Catholic Foundation of Manitoba Service and Scholarship Award is presented to a graduating student from each of the Catholic high schools in Manitoba. These recipients have shown a commitment to the community by demonstrated care and concern for others, while working to build bridges and connections with others in the school and broader community. The award recipients have also demonstrated faithful and generous service to others and shown strong commitment to academic excellence. On behalf of the Catholic Foundation of Manitoba, I invite Mrs. Geraldine Kwasny, member of the Catholic Foundation of Manitoba Board, to come forward to present this award to this year's recipient, Andrew Manella. The next award was established in 2011 by Dr. Daniel Wolf in appreciation of the history education he received and the history teachers he had while he was a student at St. Paul's. Dr. Wolf, a graduate of the class of 1976, has been a professor of history at several Canadian universities and is the 20th principal and vice chancellor at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. The prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class pursuing secondary education who demonstrates an aptitude for and excels in the study of history and who maintains an academic average of 80% or above. I now invite Mr. Andrew Harder, class of 93, to come back to the platform to present the Dr. Daniel Wolf, class of 76, History Prize to Nathan Pockler. Mark Mitenko Art Prize is presented to a graduated student for excellence in art. Mark Mitenko graduated from St. Paul's in 1988 and was a medical student when he passed away. Mark was an extraordinarily gifted young man who excelled academically and was a gifted athlete. He enjoyed basketball, and in addition, he had an unparalleled artistic talent and often used that talent for the benefit of the school. A shining example of this is the beautiful stained glass windows in our Martyrs Chapel that were designed by Mark. I asked Mr. Joel Adair, art instructor, to come forward to present this prize and scholarship to Johnny Vianos. And the Yearbook Excellence Award is presented for outstanding contributions and leadership in the preparation and publication of the school yearbook. Once again, Mr. Adair is here to present this award, and the award is presented to Luke Parrott. Thank you, Mr. Adair. Each year, the St. Paul's Religion Department holds an essay competition among grade 12 students exploring topics in philosophy. The St. Paul's High School Philosophy Prize is funded by an alumnus and will be made available annually and awarded at Convocation. Submissions were reviewed by the panel of students and faculty and judged on clarity and coherence of expression, persuasiveness of argument, and originality of thought. I invite Dr. Robert Pukniak, class of '89, and philosophy teacher to come forward to present the award to our two co-winners, and those are Luke Parrott and Nathan Pockler. Thank you, Dr. Pukniak. The St. Paul's High School Mathematics Award is given to a student who excelled in mathematics contests and in advanced placement calculus and pre-calculus mathematics. I invite Mr. Damon, class of 2010, to come forward to present this award to Sameh Dadlani. Thank you, Mr. Damon. The next awards are given on behalf of Edge Imaging to recognize special merit, creativity, service to the community, and leading by example. I invite Ms. Kiana Rellinger, Student Council Moderator, to come forward to present the awards. And this year we have 4 awards being presented. I'll ask all recipients to come onto the platform and pose for a picture and receive your awards. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. Alex Herrera, Emmanuel Hurst, Lucas Major, Johnny Vianos. The St. Paul's High School Student Council Spirit Award is presented to a student elected by his classmates for participation in and support of school activities and for demonstrated school spirit. The recipient's name will be inscribed on the wooden plaque that hangs in the east hallway of the school. Once again, I invite Ms. Rellinger to present this award to this year's recipient, Spencer Stryjak. Thank you, Ms. Rellinger. The St. Paul's Parent Guild English Award is given to a student for diligence, application to his studies, and outstanding improvement in English language arts. I invite Mrs. Jackie Jackson, English Department Head, to come forward to present the award to Ethan Silvino. Thank you, Mrs. Jackson. There are a few co-curricular awards that were not able to be presented at the end-of-year awards assembly, so we will now take time to recognize grade 12 students who have distinguished themselves in drama, debating, and athletics in recently completed activities. The St. Paul's High School Debate Awards are given for excellence in debating with a demonstrated commitment to the debate program. I invite Mrs. Anna McGill to come forward to present the awards to 4 recipients: Sean Amon, Darius Martin, Nathan Paklar, and Baljot Rai. Thank you, Mrs. McGill. I invite Mr. Anthony Falvo, class of '95, soccer coach, to come forward to present 2 Crusader Soccer Awards. The first Leadership Award goes to Mohammed Ben Shaban. And the Crusader Soccer Most Valuable Player Award goes to Liam Cantafio. Thank you, Mr. Falvo. Next, I invite Mr. Elias Fiebelkorn, class of 2009, rugby head coach, to come forward to present the next awards. The Crusader Rugby Spirit Award goes to Owen Kochansky. We have 2 co-recipients of the Rugby Ironman Award, and they are Elliot Boucher and Alex Herrera. The Crusader Rugby Coaches Award goes to Zahid Katu. And Most Valuable Player Award, Rocco Macchia. The Pete Skouras Spirit of Rugby Award is dedicated in honor of St. Paul's alumnus Peter Skouras, class of '01, who passed away during a tragic accident while on a rugby tour in Costa Rica in 2017. Pete embodied the game of rugby through his demonstrated sportsmanship, leadership, character, and genuine care for every person with whom he played. The recipient of this award is a player who similarly exemplifies the spirit of rugby by showing care for his teammates and opponents, along with an unmatched eagerness to improve his skills and contribute to his team's success. This player comes to practice seeking to get better and leaves practice embracing not only the game, but nurturing the fellowship associated with the sport of rugby. I invite Ms. Elena Skouras to come forward, Peter's sister, and she will join Mr. Fiebelkorn here on the platform to present the Peter Skouras Spirit Award to Kurt Dumauer. Thank you, Ms. Skouras and Mr. Fiebelkorn. The Carl Sproul Senior Award for Track and Field is presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated leadership and dedication in pursuit of excellence through track and field and is named after our retired Crusader track coach of many years, Mr. Carl Sproul Sr. I ask Mr. Sproul now to come forward to present the award, and the winner of this year's Carl Sproul Sr. Award for Track and Field is Noah Nevis. Thank you, Mr. Sproul. The Father Barry Connolly S.J. Athletic Award is the highest athletic award given by the school and is given to a graduating student for his academic competence, character, leadership, excellence, and participation in athletics at St. Paul's High School. It is voted on by all Crusader coaches and moderators. I ask Mr. Andrew Harder, Director of Athletics, to come forward once again to present the award to this year's recipient, Kyle Ansu. Pardon me. Pardon me. Cole, please excuse me. This year's recipient, Cole Ansu. Congratulations, Cole, and thank you, Mr. Harder. I'd like to draw your attention to the Convocation program for other co-curricular awards that have been presented to students throughout the school year. The St. Paul's Parent Guild Leadership Award is selected by the entire St. Paul's student body and faculty. The award is given for demonstrated leadership both inside and outside of the classroom. This award is the second highest award given by the school to a grade 12 student. I would like to invite Mrs. Angie Wiebe, President of the St. Paul's High School Parent Guild, to come forward to present the award to this year's recipient, James Chapman. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Wiebe for her excellent work with the Parent Guild over the years and this year as president of the Guild. And it's very nice that she's graduating with her son this year. Thank you, Mrs. Wiebe. I now ask Mr. Kevin Booth, president of St. Paul's High School, to come forward to give his address.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, loved ones, and graduates, peace of Christ and welcome. Well, gentlemen, here we are at the end of a long and challenging journey, and here to celebrate your accomplishments is the graduating class of 2024, the 97th graduating class of St. Paul's High School. I want to thank the class of 2024 for all they have given to St. Paul's over their time here. Your commitment to seeking Magus in all ways has been exemplary. To the parents of our graduates, I wish to express my sincere gratitude. Your unwavering support of our mission and our ways of proceeding have been greatly, greatly appreciated. The most important gift you have given us is the trust that you have shown in choosing us to educate your sons. I thank you for this incredible honor, and I sincerely hope that we have served you well. To the faculty and the staff of St. Paul's High School, I extend my deepest thanks and gratitude. The dedication to your students that you display each and every day is truly inspiring. Your love for your students has been seen in your deeds over and over again. Finally, to the graduands of the class of 2024, I want to thank you all for not only for the past 4 years, but especially for this year, your senior year. Your loving and generous spirit has been evident in all of your actions. Your enthusiastic commitment to the mission of the school has inspired us. Your integrity, leadership, and resilience have served you well, and the many, many ways you have lived our brotherhood has provided a shining example for your younger brothers. Gentlemen, St. Paul's High School has given you the best we have to offer, and you have learned the lessons meant to take you ever closer to the 5 characteristics of the profile of the graduate that you all know so well. The school's new vision statement reads in part, "Guided by faith, our graduates will be critical thinkers, compassionate, and committed to lifelong learning and service. As alumni, they will thrive in their chosen paths, leading the world towards a hope-filled future." St. Ignatius often ended his letters to the Jesuits who he sent forth into the world with this expression, "Ite inflammate omnia." Go, set the world on fire. Gentlemen, may God bless you in a hope-filled future. Go forth and set the world on fire. But always remember, you can always come home to St. Paul's High School. God bless you, gentlemen.
At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize and honor our faculty who have reached significant milestones with respect to service to the St. Paul's High School community. I ask that each faculty member stand when their name is called and to remain standing until the last name is called. The names and years of service will be displayed on the screens. In 10 to 19 years, Dennis Costa, Joan Trimble, Jared Cook, Anna McGill, Casey Whitfield, Cindy Kochansky, Diane Simin, David Havixbeck, Jackie Jackson, Robert Puckniak, James Schrader, Ted Hyam, Rob Morello, Jared Stadnick, Jason Hurton, in the 20 to 29 years of service, Joel Adair, Kevin Booth, Michelle Boutelier, Peter Pura, Andrew Harder, Jeff Leping, Jennifer Colton, yours truly. In the 30 years plus, Kevin Sterner, Stacy Daynard, and Ray Como. Congratulations to all faculty. And now for a special presentation. After 43 years of incredible service, Mr. Lloyd Voth retired last January, and over the years, Mr. Voth taught physical education, health, biology. He served as vice principal of students, and he was absolutely instrumental in the creation and ongoing success of the school's volleyball program. Mr. Voth, please come to the platform so we can acknowledge you. Mr. Voth, on behalf of all of us here today, we wish you all the best in retirement. We welcome and celebrate this new season in your life. Thank you and God bless. We have another special presentation for one faculty member that has just completed 25 years of teaching at St. Paul's High School as of this June. Over the years, Ms. Joanne Higginson has served St. Paul's in numerous capacities, demonstrating dedication and versatility. She has had many roles, including science and math teacher, science department head, student council moderator, volleyball coach, soccer coach and moderator, debate and curling moderator, coordinator of meal services for several drama dinner theater productions, Reach for the Top moderator, and textbooks coordinator. I would like to personally thank and congratulate Ms. Higginson for her faithful and generous service to St. Paul's High School over these years. Joanne, your contributions have made a significant impact, and we are deeply grateful for your commitment and hard work. Ms. Higginson, please come to the platform to receive your 25-year commemorative plaque. Our last and most important award is the Jesuit Schools Network Award. It is awarded for characteristics which go right to the heart of the sort of education provided by a Jesuit school. The development of each student's God-given talents to full measure is a prominent goal of a Jesuit secondary education. Its aim, however, has never been simply the acquisition of a store of information and skills or preparation for a career, though these are important in themselves and useful to emerging Christian leaders. The ultimate aim of Jesuit secondary education is full growth of the person, which leads to action that is suffused with the spirit and presence of Jesus Christ, the man for others. The Jesuit Schools Network Award is given by the school's director of the apostolate and is presented to the student who best resembles this ideal by being well-rounded in the following areas: intellectual competence, open to growth, religious, loving, and committed to doing justice in generous service to the people of God. I ask Mr. Booth, President and Director of the Apostolate, to present this award to Baljot Rai. We now have a special presentation in honor of our brother and friend, Yash, who passed away on March 12, 2023. Yash was an exceptional young man whose presence touched the lives of many within our school community. Yash's dedication to his studies, the kindness he showed toward others, and his vibrant spirit will always be remembered. His legacy continues to inspire us all. Today, we are presenting Yash's diploma to his brother Vebo. This diploma reflects the commitment Yash had to his education and the milestones he achieved during his time with us. It is a symbol of Yash's hard work, perseverance, and the impact he made on our school community. Vebo, please come forward on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, families, and parents here at St. Paul's High School. We are deeply honored to recognize Yash and your family in this way. Let us continue with the presentation of diplomas to the class of 2024. A few notes before we begin. Honor roll certificates are given to students whose averages round to 80% and above. Those with averages between 80 and 89 receive silver certificates, and those with averages of 90% and above receive gold certificates. Activity letters are issued for excellent participation in co-curricular activities over a student's time at St. Paul's. These letters are given by the Student Council to students who have demonstrated a high degree of participation in school activities that are not directly connected to their studies. And finally, academic first certificates are awarded to the student or students in many cases who achieved the highest academic standing in each course. In a few moments, I will call the name of each graduand. If applicable, those individual achievements I just read will be displayed on the screens. Each graduand is asked to please walk onto the platform when your name is called. Mr. Booth will hand you your diploma. Please do turn and face the photographer while holding your diploma folder. Pause for your photograph and then proceed across the stage. So if you're coming from this side, you'll proceed across and vice versa. To create an atmosphere that honors each student while keeping the ceremony flowing smoothly, I invite family members to cheer for your graduate as they cross the stage. And once I have called the last name of the final diploma recipient, we'll invite the entire congregation to join in a collective round of applause to celebrate the whole graduating class. So we hope this approach will ensure the ceremony proceeds efficiently, again allowing our families to gather after the celebrations promptly afterwards. And so we begin. Emmanuel Abbé. Cole Ansu. Jacob Armstrong. Sorry, Cole. Sorry about that. William Ashcroft. Eliojo Odu. Ibrahim Aziz. Jimmy Bancoli. Gadiel Barha. Eros Bazan. Isaac Bebchuk. Mohammed Ben-Shaban. Elias Benzaglam. Evan Berdesis. Carter Bibeau. Elliot Boucher. Troy Boughton. Luke Bowes. Inderjeet Brar. Julian Brennan. Diego Buetti. Nico Canicula. Liam Cantafio. Nick Carlson. Callum Carnegie. James Chapman. Joshua Concepcion. Sameh Dadlani. Hayden Davis. Alessandro de Groot. Maddox Dean. Riley Delacruz. Xavier Downey. Kurt Dumowel. Chase DeZeba. Sanuth Adersingh. Sean Amon. Nathan Ensglavina. Yosef Ermias. Afan Faiz. Good catch. Tyler Fernando. Owen Forbes. Robbie Gill. John Ergon Golpe. Kiefer Gould. Adris Halis. Mason Ham. Max Ham. Bryson Harder. Harry Hauser. Christopher Herman. Alex Herrera. Manny Hurst. Emmerich Holtman. Easton Horbichuk. Luke Horton. Greg Horishan. William Hudson. Jay Ha. Yovan Johal. Mate Jokic. Joaquin Yukosa Sandul. Cedric Karichu. Zahid Katu. Ryan Candlewall. Shurial Kokar. Owen Kochansky. Austin Cork. Jack Lausch. Jack Lepan. Rocco Macchia. Lucas Major. Andrew Manella. Pranav Manam. Matteo Marinelli. Darius Martin. Drew Matthew. Liam McConnell. Matthew McConnell. Patrick McManus. Branson Miller. Flynn Miller. Nick Miller. Sam Monin. Nyanya Mu. Ben Muse. Noah Nevis. William O'Donnell. Memore Oshinaki. Matthew Ouellette. Sohan Patel. Anthony Pellerin. Tristan Perot. Luke Parrott. Micah Perry. Dominic Petrak. Michael Petrolakis. Nathan Pockler. Brennan Prajides. Mikhail Precourt. Russell Punzlan. Dante Racciati. Baljot Rai. Sawyer Ramsey. Connor Runiak. Ethan Robson. George Raphael. Nico Romeo. Harneet Sani. Gagan Sandhu. Gavin Schleidowitz. Kai Sharma. Mitab Sidhu. Rajdeep Sidhu. Ethan Silvino. Adam Smith. McCallum Smith. Nathan Stern. Spencer Stryjak. Varun Subramanian. Hussein Syed. David Tufak. Owen Thorstensen. Garrett Toporowski. Luke Trimble. Johnny Villanos. Ethan Veach. Bryce Vincent. Ezechika Wachukwu. Morgan Waddell. Ryan Waller. Matthew Wardrop. Jackson Weeb. Ryland Wu. Christian Yursak. Jake Zajac. Tanner Zalewski. Nick Zero. Waji Zeed. Nahum Zecharias. Holden Zemlak. Aiden Ziffarelli. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Paul's High School graduating class of 2024. Gentlemen, now that you're graduates, I'm pleased to invite Mr. Jeremy Semchishin from the class of 2013, who's the Advancement and Events Coordinator and works with our alumni at St. Paul's, to provide you with the first welcome and remarks. Mr. Semchishin, please come forward.
President Booth, Principal Lewin, Jesuit Fathers, distinguished faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, fellow graduates. My name is Jeremy Simchushin, class of 2013, and I'm proud to work in the alumni office at St. Paul's High School. It's hard to believe I'm up here today. It feels like only yesterday I was sitting where you are now. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You should all be incredibly proud of your achievements. I remember the mix of emotions I felt as I received my diploma. Excitement to graduate with my friends, anxiety about the future, and somewhat sad as I closed the chapter on my time at St. Paul's High School. However, as you can tell, your time here is not ending, it's only beginning. You are now alumni and officially part of the St. Paul's High School Alumni Association. The Alumni Association formed a decade ago under the guidance of Father Len Atilia. It aims to foster the strong bonds between the school and its graduates, representing over 10,000 alumni, with 12 alumni currently on our board, spanning from recent years to the 1980s. We are dedicated to keeping Crusaders connected. Throughout the year, we host various events like our speaker series featuring distinguished alumni, volunteering opportunities with organizations like the Christmas Cheer Board, alumni faith nights in the school's chapel once a month, and social gatherings such as watching a Winnipeg Jets game together. What does it mean to be an alumnus? It means living out the Crusader spirit every day of our lives. The values instilled in us, being men for others, shape how we interact with the world and strive to make a positive impact. Echoing Sir Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. Being an alum also means staying connected, maintaining the friendships made here and cherishing the ties to St. Paul's High School. As you move forward, whether across the globe, building careers, or starting families, a piece of your history always remains here. I urge you to embrace this connection, returning for alumni events, reunions, perhaps even volunteering your time or your talents as coaches or on our alumni board. Staying involved because you are now part of a global network of accomplished individuals who share the same journey you're embarking on today. As you venture beyond these halls equipped with the knowledge and skills acquired here, remember to be resilient, innovative, and always curious. The road awaits you with both opportunities and challenges. So, on the behalf of all alumni and the Alumni Association, congratulations on this momentous day. Take care, God bless, and Godspeed. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Simchishin. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge members of our community who are leaving us at the conclusion of this school year. First, Ms. Carrie Friesen. We thank you for your 2.5 years of service to the school teaching math and providing so much support for students who needed that little extra. We wish you all the best in your new position at St. Boniface Diocesan High School next school year. Thank you. Although Father Boudelier is not in attendance today, I would like to, on behalf of our entire school community, express our gratitude for his 23 years of faith-filled service here at St. Paul's. As Father Boudelier has requested, please pray for him as he pursues his next mission as chaplain at the Brebeuf College High School in Toronto. Let's give a round for Father Boudelier. Reflecting on this school year, I am guided by the wisdom of Ecclesiastes 3, verses 1 to 8, which teaches us, for everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Just as nature cycles through seasons, our school year progressed through its own times of planting, building, embracing, and renewing, each phase marked by distinct moments that have shaped our journey. We began our year in a time to plant, sowing seeds of knowledge, friendship, faith, and community. Our classrooms and hallways buzzed with excitement of new beginnings as fresh faces and perspectives joined our school community. There was a time to build up as we watched students grow in their openness to new experiences, intellectual competence, faith and spirituality, their ability to love others, commitment to justice. We celebrated their achievements in academics, arts, athletics, witnessing students' potential unfolding in so many ways. There was also a time to embrace, where our community united to support one another. Through quiet moments in prayer, liturgies, retreats, assemblies, student-led activities, or just in the thoughtful everyday interactions, we embraced each other, creating an environment where each person is valued and cared for. And there was a time to laugh and a time to dance. Our school drama productions, musical performances, art exhibitions, and sports victories and defeats all brought joy and unity. These moments are just snapshots of our school community, alive with enthusiasm and positive spirit. Let us take a moment and be grateful for all of the times of growth and the times of challenge, for it is through these that we truly learn and are transformed. In the spirit of St. Ignatius, let us seek to find God in all things, recognizing his presence in every moment of learning, every challenge overcome, and every joy shared. As we look beyond this school year, let us consider this as a time to heal, a time to rest, and a time to prepare for new challenges and opportunities. For our graduating class, this moment marks a pivotal season of transition, a time to reflect on their achievements and to anticipate new paths to forge. Let us go forth accepting that God's timing is perfect and that he walks with us through every season of our lives, guiding us as we step boldly into the future. Today, as we gather together at this convocation ceremony, let us celebrate our journey and the seasons we have experienced. Let us honor the seeds we have planted, the structures we have built, the embraces we have shared, and the laughter and dancing that have filled our hearts with joy. Graduates, I would like to congratulate each one of you. May you carry the wisdom of these seasons into the next chapter of your lives, confident in the knowledge that every season has its purpose and every moment is a gift. Thank you. Before I call upon our valedictorian, whose speech will end our ceremony, I have a few announcements. First, I would like to thank all of our guests who helped make this ceremony very memorable today. I would like to thank Dante Cameron Thibodeau and Luke Kruger, both members of the class of 23, for setting up the staging and lighting, to Mr. Leping, Mrs. Moore, Mr. Cook, and the incoming members of Maroon and White for setting up the ceremony and reception. And I'd like to thank Mr. Hurton, Mr. Morello for producing today's ceremony. I believe Mr. Borges is also there helping, so thank you, gentlemen. I'd like to thank our Parent Guild Hospitality Committee and especially Christina Swindells-Nader and Laura Kuhler for coordinating the reception that will follow the ceremony today. And I would like to thank in particular and acknowledge the great work of my assistant, Ms. Catherine Bernardin, who is here on stage. She's a wonderful person to work with. Please congratulate her. Truly amazing and a person with the heart of a servant. I'd also like to thank Ms. Horn, our receptionist, who also was here over the weekend, helping us prepare for today's ceremony and ensuring that the graduation packages were all handled with care and that everything is done properly. Finally, moving on to practical matters. Once the valedictory speech is concluded, I'll ask Mr. Sterner and Mr. Leping to escort the graduates back into the cafeteria, just following our faculty and guest presenters. I would ask that everyone else please remain in your places until all of the graduates have processed out. And then after the procession, please proceed to the reception, which is hosted by the Parent Guild, and it will take place in the Cast Gym, which is located in our main school building. Those of you that are in the stands, you can proceed up to the loggia and exit the front doors of the multiplex, and then you can be guided back through the Angus Reid Wing entrance and into the gym. For those that may require the elevator, please use the elevator to move upward towards the Cast Gym as well. And then those seated on the floor, you can just follow through the hallway back through the cafeteria and up the stairs into the Cast Gym. Graduates, please make sure that you pick up your graduation packages, which are in the cafeteria. Please do that before you join your families in the reception. You're all welcome to stay around our campus to take pictures around the school. Students, or graduates, you may keep your V-stoles and your gowns for this purpose. If you do return them, they need to be returned by 3 p.m. today. For those of you that may wish to keep them overnight to take photos at home with your families, you may do so, but please make sure that you bring them back to the school tomorrow, Wednesday, June 26th, between 8 a.m. and noon. And finally, the last word will go to our class valedictorian. Please join me in welcoming James Chapman to the platform.
Good afternoon, class of 2024. We did it. We're done. After 4 years, 3 for some, 2 for others, and 1 for Tanner, we are graduating from St. Paul's. Now, for the students here and teachers here, I know it might be odd to see me on stage, but unfortunately Baljot had to run off to a United Nations meeting, so you have me for today. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I'm incredibly humbled to have been chosen by my peers to address our graduating class at Convocation, and I am so very grateful for the experiences I've had at St. Paul's these past 4 years. For the parents, grandparents, relatives, guardians, and friends of my St. Paul's brothers who are here today, I want to thank you for being here and celebrating with us. On behalf of all the grads, I want to thank our families for loving us and supporting us through our time at the school, and for providing us with the opportunity of a St. Paul's education. President Booth, Mr. Lewin, the administration, staff, teachers, parents, and fellow students. Being asked to speak today is a huge honor, but at the end of the day, it just means that are the 150-some graduates in this room right now who could all have spoken to their experience at St. Paul's over the last 4 years. I'm the guy who was home writing a speech while the rest of you celebrated after exams. And I know it's cliche to say anyone could be up here, and I probably saw this line in one of the many reels Adrice sent me over the last 3 or 4 months, making fun of generic valedictory addresses. But I mean it. I truly could see any of you giving this speech. My reasoning behind this belief is that St. Paul's is unique. Yes, everyone has their own experience here, but the school offers so many events and opportunities to the entire student body that allow us to share ample experiences and memories together. Now, encourage might be a softer word for mandatory, and I'm sure that some of you might have taken the day off for TFR, slept through that mass, or missed that assembly if it didn't mean telling your parents you got a jug, and then explain to them what a jug is. I'd do the second part. And yet the time of reflection of those morning masses, the discrimination game at TFR, standing awkwardly to the side at the first walk, losing your voice on Winter Sports Day, bonding through Kairos, and really any other staple of the St. Paul's experience are all moments we will remember and tie back to our memory of our time here at the school. For these memories, I thank the administration, staff, parent guild, and student leaders because your work behind the scenes to uphold tradition at this school really make the St. Paul's High School experience powerful and unique. I'd like to touch on my time at St. Paul's a bit. Hopefully, my memories will connect to your own experiences here at the school. First, I have to thank my best friend Isaac. Isaac introduced me to the idea of coming to St. Paul's. Without him, I don't know if I would be here. Ironically, though, we never managed to share one class together over our 4 years here. Anyways, I remember day one here vividly. We were all seated in the multiplex, a few seats separating us, with our St. Paul's branded masks around our ears. It wasn't perfect with COVID and all, but honestly, coming back to school felt like a return to normalcy after months of lockdown. I am very grateful that St. Paul stayed open 5 days a week during the pandemic, and I want to recognize the tremendous effort of the St. Paul staff for making our grade 9 year feel as close to normal as possible. I truly don't feel like I missed out on a year at St. Paul's, and that can 100% be credited to the school choosing to go the extra mile and finding ways to make attending school safe, but also doing as much as possible in the way of allowing us to socialize. For example, open empty classrooms to hang out in, getting to actually play sports in gym class, an event the scale of TFR were all luxuries other schools did not have at the time, and they should not be taken for granted. Yet, with the return of extracurriculars and large school events, we all learned what St. Paul's really had to offer. I remember the first walk in grade 10. It was a sunny day. Our grade was excited. The hypnotist was memorable, and the dunk tank was cold. I also remember getting rejected by the first and only girl I talked to that day. Or that year. I blame the mullet. More recently, I remember Kairos, an event that I was skeptical about at first, if I'm going to be honest. But then, through learning about the lives and stories of people here in this room, and through shared fun and leisure time during those 4 days, I really grew close to my peers. More areas where I bonded with my brothers were extracurriculars, like football, rugby, drama, Maroon White, and student council. These activities introduced me to people with whom I shared similar interests, and through moments of triumph and defeat, our relationships flourished. Lastly, and perhaps the most relatable, some of the best and strongest friendships I made in my time here were in 9-7, 10-2, 11-7, 12-1, in the caf on spare at lunch, outside in the field on a warmer month, on a call for some lab or project, on a school trip, in class with that guy or group of guys I sat with, and then of course, the many times outside of school making memories. So we leave this school with a few core friends that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. For these people, we should all be thankful, and I'm certainly thankful for the friends that I've been blessed with throughout my time here. But I also want to thank all of you, the entire St. Paul's community. Throughout my experience here, there have been countless examples of strength of our community. We have celebrated highs, like grad last week, and come through difficult times together, and I felt close and supported by all of you at one point or another. And I think that is what's been truly special about the St. Paul's experience. The community that was built here before, then throughout, and presumably after our time here is unique, and it will live with us long after we have moved on. In the words of Yeats, I come to this hallowed place, where my friends' portraits hang, and look thereon. Think where man's glory most begins and ends, and say my glory was I, had such friends. Now I've talked about the past a lot, and honestly there's more to say, but we've been here long enough, so I'll move on to what's really important, the future. We finished high school, and with that there's cause to celebrate. Do. Celebrate. Have fun. But try not to just celebrate the end of something, but also celebrate the opportunity we now have to take control of our lives. Here at the school, we of course grew as a community, but whether you realize it or not, we all grew as individuals. Life is experiences, and experiences help us learn our passions and give us the knowledge and guidance necessary for choosing what we will do with our time here on earth. Now, some of you might have your life more figured out than others, and that's fine. I honestly don't know what my future holds, and I try not to stress about it too much. I think the best advice I can give is to not get down on yourself for who you are now, but instead focus on living a day at a time as the person you want to become. If you put too much pressure on yourself, you will focus on what you have not yet achieved, making it difficult to focus on actually living. Speaking of pressure, remember, your vision for your life is your own and not someone else's. Everyone has their own opinions, and you won't see eye to eye with everyone. All you need to know is that what you are doing with your life is right and brings fulfillment. Do not let others' expectations and judgment dictate your life. And to quote Teddy Roosevelt, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly. Now, tying into my theme from earlier about anyone being able to give this speech, I'm sure Branson could have summed this up to a simple "Go Goggins" on them, but I'll let you choose which one makes the most sense to you. Be the person you want to be. Now, I think Mr. Booth and I got our wires crossed, or should have read each other's speeches, because I was going to end off with a quote from St. Ignatius, but since I don't really have a backup plan, I want to leave you all today with this message because I think it's really powerful and it's one we all remember from grade 9. In the spirit of St. Ignatius and the end of our time here at St. Paul's, I say to you all, go forth and set the world on fire. Congratulations, class of 2024. Also, I was told I can throw these if, as long as you pick up one at the end. So I'll go 3, 2, crew, throw on crew. Ready? 3, 2, crew!
15